Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures, sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff. So if you like that stuff, notice how my hand gets more in focus, then hit that like and subscribe button. Get notified when we have new videos that we try to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on a regular basis, sprinkled in with a bunch of other videos. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so very much. And if you are a member, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for supporting me financially. And if you'd like to do the same, you can be a member or you can give super thanks. Whichever one you want to do, doesn't matter to me. You do it and you do you. And so we are close to 2,000 subscribers. I'm so close I can taste it. Hopefully we'll hit it by this weekend. So this is Friday when this video posts. So hopefully we'll hit it by Sunday. Who knows? We'll see. And then we'll have a giveaway to end all giveaways. No, not to end them all. We're still going to have giveaways. But we'll have that going. And don't forget, I am promoting 3 YouTubers and trying to get them to 1K before November 1st. So help me on my crusade. Subscribe to these folks because they do some awesome things and they have amazing personalities. So you need to watch their videos. And so with that, we're going to go to the world that's more than meets the eye, and to Transformers. And we're going to take a look at a robot that I have a lot of. And honestly, Hasbro, did we need another one of these? I mean, we've got this blaster. There's the Transformers Legacy Blaster. We got Twin Cast. I've got the G1 reissue of Blaster. And then we got the 40th anniversary reissue of Blaster. Heck, I've even got Magic Square's Blaster, which is still in the box, and KFC's Blaster, which is still in the box. But you know what? We got another blaster, and that is Studio Series 86 Blaster and Eject. Did we really need another one of these? Maybe. Let's find out together and see if this may be the blaster that rules them all. So intro, roll it. Yes, folks, it's another blaster. I know I sound depressed, but you know what? Blaster's cool, right? He is awesome. And this one's from the Studio Series 86 Transformers the movie. It is a Target exclusive, and there are some significant differences between this blaster and the Kingdom Blaster and the Legacy Blaster and the Legacy Twin Cast and stuff like that. But we'll go over that here in just a little bit and see if it's enough to make the difference. But here it is. Here's the box again. Hasbro's done a good job with these new boxes. There's the side, there's the back, 20 steps, and the side. And I believe this is the same to transform as the other blasters, but let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Boom, out of the box and onto my operating table. Here he is, Master Blaster. So cool. I mean, Blaster was one of my favorites. I like Soundwave. Soundwave's definitely my favorite of the cassette boombox, but Blaster was awesome as well. Blaster was the one that I got when I couldn't get Soundwave. So it's, you know, it's kind of like the difference between Turbo Man and Buster, but Blaster is no Buster. He is very cool. So, but here he is, and what you get in the box is you get his blaster. Blaster's blaster, his blaster rifle, and then you get Eject. He's in tape form right here, and then you get Blaster himself and the instructions. So those are the things that come in the box. And from a height standpoint, when we look at them, we are looking at approximately 7 inches tall right there. So yeah, just like all the other blasters, but there are some significant differences. So we're going to bring in, I know typically I do comparisons later, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in one just to show you. I'm going to bring in the, I believe this is the War for Cybertron Kingdom one, which was pretty much just like the Legacy one, but there they are, and you can kind of see the differences here. So first of all, look at the face. So you see there's, let me grab my little sticky dicky. That sounded weird. But the white right here versus the silver and gray. And so you got that, and you got the blue eyes that you can kind of see a bit better here versus this. And then the cassette part here, I kind of like that. that looks very, very cool. I dig that detail, whereas this is kind of wide open, so you don't see the cassette when you put it in here, whereas you can see eject if you put them in here. Same color there, and then the other difference is, if you notice, this is a gray versus a black on here, but the arms look the same. I mean, it's pretty much the same mold, just different deco on these. So we'll turn it to the side. You can see it that way too as well. So black, gray, gray. We'll turn this way, and we'll kind of pop the butt down a little bit so you can see that the buttons are different down here. So gray here, black here, red, black. So not as much detail as this guy right here. So, but you can detail it up if you want. I'm sure Toy Hacks will probably be releasing something. You got the gray right here versus just the black and red. But I like the red detail right there, whereas that just kind of blends in with the Kingdom blaster there. And then of course the blasters themselves. When you take a look at Blaster. Let's move them back around. You can see this one, well, I'll put them the side they need to go on. So this is the Studio Series, and this is the Kingdom one. So it's a gray blaster versus a black blaster on that. So, and then we'll bring in, let's bring in Eject, but first let me transform them, and I'll just show you how that's done really quickly. Basically, just pulls that down. It basically tabs in, and you kind of pull down, get it down, and then you kind of rotate his feet, and then we'll put that down, bring that down, that's what it sound like a kid. Bring that up, and there we go. We've got Eject in his form that he is in, and there is his little arms, but there he is. There's Eject. Let me bring in the Eject that we get from the War for Cybertron, and this is where I like the difference here. So the Eject you get from War for Cybertron is a transparent blue versus the dark blue here. And I mean not dark blue, the opaque blue. So I really dig this one. Now, I like the colors on this. I think it pops better. This is kind of transparent, so he kind of gets lost in your collection if you have them. But this right here, I think, looks really, really nice. I'll bring him in. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. But there they are from the back, side, all that stuff. And so Eject, I like this one. Now, I haven't made my decision on Blaster yet. I think we'll have to see him in tape deck mode. Well, you know what? Let's bring in some other blasters and things so we can take a look. But first, let me bring this in just for a closer look here. There you go. You can kind of see them much better with those different details. There's, again, here they are side by side. I do like the painted Autobot logo, although this one pops a bit more. I do kind of like that painted Autobot logo. Almost looks like that canopy is a little bit bigger. Maybe that's just because of the paint job and effect. Yeah, that's what it is. But articulation, you have the head that moves, arms, pop up, swivel, 360, bend, right there. Hand does not swivel. Then you got waist swivel. You don't have an ab crunch. You do have the Van Damme. You do have a 90 degree. And then you have ankle tilt on here that you can definitely do with Blaster. Let's put his gun in his hand. One of the things I do like, the little detail that I like that they done with Blaster, that it would be cool if they do it with Soundwave, is I can have him act like he's touching his cassette thing right there to open it up. That's really cool. I like that. I dig it. So let's put that there. Let's get his gun in his hands. And we will... Sorry, dude. Get your gun back in your hand. Get your gun back in your hand. This gun's a little loose, but that's okay. And so let's pull them to back right there. Let's bring in a few other blasters to compare them to. And here's my family of blasters with a twin cast right there. So here I have them. Now I do have other family members in this blaster family, which is the Magic Square one and the KFC one, which have yet to be reviewed, but here they are all in a row. Blaster, 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 blaster. Haven't seen this many blasters since I can't think of a joke for that one. It has to do with Star Wars or something like that, but this is it. These are all my boom boxes. Twin cast and his little dude, blaster and his little dude, blaster and his little dude. So War for Cybertron, Studio Series. This is twin cast, and then we have the 40th anniversary G1 remake of Blaster, and then just the regular reissue of Blaster right there. Wish I had a real vintage one. That would be cool. Certainly on my hit list of looking for, but this is they. So let's do this. Let's get ready to transform the blasters to see what they look like in their alt mode. Boom box, boom box. There he is, Studio Series 86 Blaster in his boombox mode. Boombox, 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 boombox. From a size standpoint, about 6 inches long, 3 inches, 3.5 inches high on that. And so very, very nice looking boombox. And so if we bring him in closer, first of all, let's bring in Eject. You can kind of see him here. Little Eject and his beautiful, beautiful, not liking to stay straight kind of Eject there. Eject needs to get a reject, Eject. Eject, reject. But there he is as I try to get this in where it needs to go. There you go. There he is in his cassette mode. Nothing to it. I mean, just Eject, being Eject on that. So, but here is Blaster, and so love. I do dig the gray color. I am digging the gray color. I do like one knob. I don't know why they didn't color this other knob, or color these knobs, or color this down here. I don't know. I don't know why they made that choice. Maybe that's just mine that's done that way. Maybe others are done that way. So if you have it, tell me if yours just has the red knobs right there too as well. But I do like the red play button. The grays look really good. He cleans up pretty well. Just like, just like Legacy and also like Kingdom Blaster. So the cool thing, again, his thing does open. His cassette door opens and Eject fits right in there, and you can shut it with Eject inside of it. But there he is from the front, the side, the back, and the side. But makes a really good little boombox. So let's bring in some of the other guys. So here he is with the Kingdom. Okay, now that they're side by side, I like the black. I like the black. Now that it's side by side, I like the contrast in the black. I mean, this does look good. It's subtle, but I like the contrast in the black. And again, with the gun, you can store it on the back. The little peg right there, wherever you want to. So if I want to put them right there, there we go. It looks like an antenna. But I like this window, but I like the black. What about y'all? Do you like the black or the gray better? Let me know. And then last but not least, let's bring in twin cast. I don't know if I can get twin cast all the way into the camera. There we go. Which one's your favorite? I mean, this looks cool from a color standpoint with the blue and all that kind of stuff, but right here, this one's kind of, I'm digging it. From a alt mode, I'm digging this one. Robot mode, I like the white head on this one. Twin cast just looks cool. That's all there is to it. So let's put this guy in the middle, this guy like that, and then let's bring in good old school G1. There it is, right next to here. This is the G1 Retro 40th anniversary. I think that closely resembles here what they did. So you can kind of see that there too as well. Let me pull it back just a little bit, the camera, and you can kind of see that. Very cool. There's Eject for Kingdom, and then this little guy right here for Twin Cast here. So let's put them all in their places that they need to go. I know I'll probably put that in upside down, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Get in there. Get in there. No. It doesn't like me. There we go. There we go. Yep. And Twin Cast, we'll put yours in there too. There we go. There we go. There we go. All cassettes are accounted for. Let's put all these guys like that. There we are. Which one is your favorite blaster? So let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on seeing whether you should buy this. If you already have a blaster, leave it alone, or what? Let's see. Let's do it. So, what are my final thoughts on Transformers Studio Series 86 Target exclusive Blaster and Eject? Let's bring them back in. And here is Blaster. He is. And here is Studio Series Eject. So overall, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're not revolutionarily different than this guy. This is the War for Cybertron Kingdom Blaster. I skipped the Legacy Blaster because they were just about the same thing. But look at the two. Now, in robot mode, I like this one. In alt mode, I like this one. But, I mean, they're both good. I mean, they're both blaster. And then when you look at Eject, this is where the big difference is. I like the opaque versus the transparent right there. I think this Eject is much better than this Eject right here. So this one is my vote right here. On this, it's kind of a toss-up. If you already own a blaster, you don't need this one. The only reason you would want the Studio Series 86 is if you're collecting the Studio Series 86 line, or if you're like me and you just can't have enough blasters, right? But there's not enough differences to justify the cost of getting another blaster. I mean, on a scale of good, bad, awesome, this is good, very, very good, pretty awesome. But so is this. I mean, the things I like about this one better than this one is I like the detail on the window here. I like the white face. I like that it's more, you know, the cartoon accurate on it. But the things I like about this, that black and that gray really, really pop in the alt mode. And in the alt mode on this one, I mean, you've got a red dial and things like here. So it seems like it's a little bit unfinished. And then when it comes to the cassettes, Eject is much better than this one. So look, here's the deal. It's $35. You already own the blaster? Keep that blaster. I mean, only you would know if it's from Studio Series or not, or any other Transformer nerds would know that. Anyone else that looked at your collection, they're like, oh, that's cool. But I would say this is made for those that if you're a completionist on the Studio Series 86, or you want a cartoon accurate one, or you don't have a blaster yet, then go with the Studio Series 86 blaster on that. That's what I would say. My preference, I am going to give the edge to the Studio Series 86 just for Eject alone. Just for that. I know a lot of people bought it just for Eject, and they're selling the Studio Series 86 blaster just to keep this Eject and replacing it with the transparent Eject for the Studio Series 86. But that's my opinion. That's what I say. You do what you do. You like what you like, but that is what my opinion is. So that's all I got to say about that. So tune in next time when we talk about something else, good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. I changed my mind. Twincast. Twincast is the one. Twincast wins. There we go. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.